Tonight on the DNVR post-game show, Kaden Salter and Ralphie7 have officially restored the vibes in Buff Nation. We can't wait to talk all about this game.
Buff Nation!
Let's go!
Hell yeah, baby. We needed that one so bad. Oh, it feels so good.
The vibes are back.
The vibes are back. Welcome into the DNVR post-game show for Colorado's 37-20 win over Wyoming. We are presented by Game Time. Download the app. Use the promo code BUFFS, B-U-F-F-S. We got 4 more of these home games, so get on that Game Time app. Use that promo code and come see Ralphie7 for yourself.
Oh, we're so back.
Yeah.
We're so back. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, you're hoarse.
Yeah, that's a game in which the Buffs did what they needed to do. That's why my voice is like this. People think that this is a joke. It's really not. This shit is real, bro. Ralphie7
It's crazy.
just saved the season.
Yep.
And we're going to get to Kaden Salter because he also just saved the season.
Balled out.
But there's something about energy that just not everyone can understand. I get it. Not everyone understands the intricacies of energy. But Ralphie7 went out there and damn near ripped the cords out of the hands of the handlers to start the game.
Yep.
And everything changed from that moment. The Buffs were back. The energy changed. The vibes were right. The fans were losing their minds. The stadium was sold out. Everyone was wearing white. Right in that moment, I knew that this was going to be a great night. And shout out to the team for following it up. But things have changed, man. The way that we felt 1 week and 1 day ago around this time is a thing of the past. I believe in this football team after the performance they just put on the field tonight.
Totally. We'll have Uncle Neely and Scotty joining us very soon. They're wrapping up the post-game presser right now. But, I mean, yeah, this was exactly what they needed. You got the wide receivers involved. You had 3 long touchdowns to them. Kaden Salter ran for 86 yards, ran one in at the end to save the cover, but also to just cap off a beautiful, beautiful stat line from him tonight. He goes over 300 yards.
I got
4
you right
total
here.
touchdowns. Thank you.
18 of 28 passing for 304 yards. Tell me he can't throw. 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. And then on the ground, 11 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. That's 7.8 yards per carry. Kaden Salter put the team on his back tonight.
He did.
And, you know, there's going to be people say, oh, you guys turned on him, you bailed him, blah, blah, blah. I called it this week. He was my number 1 guy, offensive player of the game. I knew that this kid was going to take this opportunity and run with it, quite literally. And that was a big difference. I felt like Kaden actually took off in his opportunities to do so tonight. He threw the ball downfield in his opportunities to do that. He played on schedule. He played on time, but he also did amazing things off schedule and when he needed to break the pocket. And I just, you know, we talked to Neely yesterday, and I said, do you think Coach Prime's tactics are working with Kaden Salter? And he said, no, I think the tactics worked. And Kaden Salter went out there tonight, and he looked like the absolute unquestioned leader of this football team. And he made plays like the absolute unquestioned quarterback 1 of this football team. And it's exactly what I thought was going to happen when he got the relief that he was going to be back as the number 1 of this team. So everything just changed. We're 2-2. We're looking at an opportunity at the same time, same place next weekend against BYU to get 1-1 in conference. And I feel really confident that number 3 under center is going to make plays for this football team.
Totally, man. I mean, this is exactly what this team needed to see from him. He was decisive. He affected the game, you know, both through the air and with his legs. And like you said, like, honestly, kind of credit to Pat Shurmur for this because he was put in position to make plays tonight, which is what you said right after Georgia Tech. This offense needs to be Kaden Salter, just go out there and make plays. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, the second touchdown when he like scrambled out and found Sincere downfield.
So good.
I mean, beautiful ball over the top. The throw to Omarion was beautiful as well. I mean,
and
perfect throw.
And the throw to
JoJo. Totally, man. Yeah, he was balling tonight. So shout out to him. Credit to him for really responding and, you know, just taking this opportunity with both hands because he's now the unquestioned QB1, the unquestioned leader of this team. And it's ride or die with Kaden Salter now all the way through this Big 12 slate.
Yeah, and When you watch the way this football team played tonight with him, and I realize Houston's a much more formidable opponent, so this is not to be negative towards Ryan Staub, but the amount of plays that he was able to make when everything else broke down are why you ride with Kaden Salter.
Totally.
He was really, really great tonight at making things happen, and you're right. We're critical. People might disagree with this, but we're critical when it's deserved. And I'll give credit where it's deserved. There was only a couple times tonight where I was like, what the hell is that play call? Right. I thought Pat really did a good job of scheming it up tonight for Kaden Salter. And, in the theme of giving credit where it's due, like, it's not easy to change quarterbacks and call games. Like, it was a challenge last week, I think, for Pat Shurmur to call a better game against Houston. I think we all agree that he could have done better last week. And everyone's going to have critiques throughout a game. I think they, took their foot off the pedal a little bit too much in the second half today. But Pat Shurmur called plays to allow guys to make plays. And they went out and did it. And so credit to him for calling the plays that allowed guys to make plays. Credit for the players for going out and making those plays. Credit to Kaden, credit to Omari, and credit to JoJo. Credit to Sincere for doing it and making things happen. And when all of that comes together, this team has the guys to score 37 points in a game. And they're going to face tougher defenses, but this Wyoming defense is no joke. They held Utah to 3 points in the half last week. Man, that was due to some missed field goals. As we saw, their field goal block unit is damn good. Though I do think they were offsides on that one, but it doesn't matter. Wyoming, will be tossed aside, and people who don't believe in this team will say, it's just Wyoming. But they're not a joke. No. That's a real football team.
And this was just a necessary step. Like, it was such a weird order of how the games fell on the schedule, obviously. We've talked about this at length with the Houston game before this Wyoming game. But, you can't just, toss this one under the rug too quickly, though, because this is exactly what this team needed to kind of find themselves, find their identity, build some confidence, too. I mean, this is a massive game they're going into now next Saturday against BYU at the same time. They look good at night. I think they came out. They could have been better coming out both sides of the ball, I think, but they were
0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, but second quarter you had 21 points.
Yep.
So I can't be too critical of that. The running game, I think this has to be the best running performance by a Coach Prime team here. 31 carries for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's 6.2 yards per carry on the ground. That's how much, when Kaden Salter takes off, 11 carries for 86 yards and that touchdown, the 35-yarder came at the end of the game. But when he does that, when it's only 8 of those and he's effective with those 8, it opens up everything. And that's exactly what they needed.
100%. I mean, this is, like you said, it's exactly what the team needed. You look across the board. Michael Welch runs for 67 yards. Obviously, one big play that ended it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he runs for 86 yards. And then, I think the big thing is the receivers here. It was one thing that we were worried about after week 1 is the receivers hardly got involved.
Right.
Well, tonight, Omari and Miller, the guy.
Yep.
6 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown. Sincere Brown, actually shockingly, 1 catch, but that thing goes for 68 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Joseph William, shockingly, 1 catch, but that thing goes for 47 yards and a touchdown. Terrell Timmons, 2 catches for 30 yards. Hakeem Williams, 3 catches for 26 yards. Draylon Miller, 2 catches for 25 yards. They got the guys involved, and they delivered on the offensive side of the ball. And when you're looking at this team to try to, I always joke about, roller coaster tycoon. You got to keep everyone happy. You got to feed all of the different places. You got to invest in the right spots. Omari and Miller, Sincere Brown, Joseph Williams, those are the guys. And Draylon Miller, obviously, as well. Those guys are going to bed happy tonight.
Totally.
Even though, 3 of those guys, or 2 of those 4 guys only had 1 catch, they got in the box, and you did everything you had to do. Kaden Salter threw for 300 yards tonight. I think that there might have been people saying that he might never throw for 300 yards this season. It was huge for his confidence, huge for the wide receivers' confidence in him, and huge for Pat's confidence in all of them.
Totally. And it's what we've been saying since Georgia Tech, man. Just throw it up and give them a chance. It's exactly what he did for what he did for Joe. The sincere one was kind of more just improv on Kaden, and a beautiful throw.
That's a gazelle in the open field.
Exactly, but that's what we're talking about, man.
Yes.
Like, you got to give these guys opportunities to make plays because they're just way more talented than a lot of the defensive backs are going to. Omari Miller was lined up across the guy who had a cast on early in the first half. Like, he should have gotten all 10. He got 9 targets tonight. He should have gotten 9 in the first half alone, with that being the factor. And that's when, I noticed that right when the touchdown kind of happened too. But it just goes to show, like, the talent in this wide receiver room is for real. All you need to do simply is put it up for them and trust them, because they are not 50-50 balls with this wide receiving core.
No, not at all. And shout out to Omari Miller.
Totally.
This is the first normal game of his career.
Yes.
He went out there and just had a normal game. And when I say normal game, I mean he didn't just have like a couple big plays randomly, stay up on a tackle and go to the house. Like, he went out there and he's dominated from start to finish. He was not coverable tonight. And credit to Kaden for giving him those opportunities in the end zone, but also like the slant, down in the red zone that he almost took to the house. He should have had, probably 6 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, and then Kaden rolled left on that one play, and O was kind of moving right, and it was a bad throw from Kaden, but O was open. He could have had 120 plus tonight.
Yeah, and so that's the Omari Miller effect. You get him involved, you let him start cooking. There's not a lot of people on this earth in college football that can cover him.
Totally. There were a lot of injuries tonight. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point.
Hopefully we'll learn more from talking to Unk and Scotty when they come in here.
For sure. And they should be here in just a matter of minutes. But someone's
there
walking
are.
in right now. There's Unk. What's up, man? Where are you sitting?
On the end.
All right.
All right, there you go.
Ready?
Take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break. Shout out to our friends over at Monarch Money, the app that you need if you want to just be better at saving money, finding those little pennies in between the couch cushions, all that stuff, man. It's like your own personal CFO. It just lays out all your money there for you. What you're spending on in terms of subscription plans. It shows all your credit cards, investment accounts, all that stuff. Just keeping a keen eye on everything and making sure you are making the right decisions. Don't leave money on the table when you're making good money. It's easy to get complacent. You don't need to track every dollar, but ignoring your finances entirely can cost you. We are massive fans of Monarch Money here at DNVR just because, we like money, right?
Yeah.
We always want more of it.
We do.
Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code DNVR at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code DNVR.
Jake and I are going home together tonight. Together. That sounded weird.
It did.
But we are driving back from Boulder together. And as soon as I got in this room, I said, we're going to Taco Bell.
Hell yeah.
Celebratory Taco Bell happening right after this show. Shout out to our friends over at Taco Bell. Just, if you're listening, have 2 buff boxes ready in about, 45 minutes. We'll be there ready for you guys. And we can't wait for a cheesy gordita crunch, a Doritos Locos taco, a 5-layer burrito, cinnamon twists, and a large drink for $7. It just doesn't get better than that.
Best deal in fast food?
Best deal in food, period. We can't wait to come see you guys over at Taco Bell. So see you soon. Go Buffs and live Moss at Taco Bell.
Oh, man. All right, lots to get to. Someone just brought up Sedarian Morgan being here with a surprise visit.
Hello.
Crazy.
Get comfortable.
Sorry,
Start apartment shopping.
I got you. You're good.
Okay.
All right, Unc.
Yo.
Your biggest takeaway from tonight's.
Woo! Biggest takeaway. Here's the deal. Everything you saw tonight, we can do against anybody in the nation.
Facts.
I firmly believe that as well.
But guess what? Everything you saw tonight, we can do against everybody in the nation.
Yep.
We can go up top to Sincere, and we can give them a 52-yard run, too. Like, we have got to just hone in, right, and stop giving up what Coach Prime calls deep or cheap. When we fix that, this team can really roll because you saw what Salter can do, right? Like I know everybody's been having pissing matches these first games of the season, and the guy's talented.
Yes, he is.
When he makes the decision that I'm going to throw or I'm going to run, the defense can't do anything about it. Like he is that deep in his wheelhouse. What do we have? Probably 9 different receivers catch a ball tonight.
I'll tell you that in 1 second. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Come on, man. Like what? Like I don't know what more you can want. When I talked to Coach Prime at halftime, if not for that 52-yard run we gave up.
Yeah.
When you count their losses, they had 0 rushing yards late into the second quarter.
Wow.
And we gave up that big run, and then they got a couple more. So I think they went to halftime with maybe 60. You compare that to like our previous games, stark difference. Shout out to even our running game. We got
almost 200 total yards rushing.
We got a backfield, man.
Totally.
Yep.
And by the way, the guys who were injured today,
Yes.
Price, Jordan Seaton, Zy Cruz, they're all going to play next week. So
Hell yeah.
nobody's out with
DT?
anything major. Same DT. Everybody, when I talk to AP, shout out to our head trainer AP, everybody's nicked up is something that's resolvable before BYU.
Thank the Lord.
It felt like at least Jordan's rest him up a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Prime got him to the team speech. He was like, "Hey man, big fella, you good?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "What? I see you went in and put the ice on, not the right ice, but like 'cause he put his jewelry on, it came back out. Like, we want to put the other ice on."
Wait. It's all good vibes tonight. I have one very serious criticism.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Students.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you guys going?
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
What is going on?
Because I had it as a footnote in my head because I'm still new here, right? To like when you look at the 20-year history of football, that can happen. I was like, where everybody's leaving so early?
Nah, man. Look, I know it's Saturday night. It's late. You guys want to go out. The bars are open till 2. It's 12:40 right now. The game ended, 40 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had plenty of time to go to the bars. Give me a break on leaving the game at halftime. It's not acceptable. I don't care what anyone says. I know it's a late start. Everyone has a reason. Oh, I got kids. I got to be up early tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. The students have no excuse.
Okay.
Absolutely no excuse to leave the game early. And by the way, it took the wind out of the sails of the football team.
I got to fist bump you, dog.
It's not acceptable, man.
Turn the heat up.
You guys got
You're holding back.
Look, everything you guys control the way that this stadium operates.
Yes.
Everything operates around you. There's a reason why you guys are given the best seats in the house. From the 50-yard line all the way down. There's no right reason to leave the game at halftime unless the team is getting absolutely blown out, which is not going to happen in this era at home. So look, I'm going to give a pass tonight because it's Wyoming. Next week, we got BYU.
100%.
There is absolutely no reason that anyone should be leaving this game early to do anything other than cheer this team to victory. It's not okay. I'm pissed off. Do better.
It was
I love
And now we're back to good vibes.
It was
No, I love
family
it.
weekend. Just throw that out there.
It was family weekend. But I'm telling you, just on the sideline, I noticed the energy vacuum.
Yes.
And I noticed the energy vacuum before I noticed the crowd because the crowd was behind me.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, something feels off. And I look back like, hell, half the stadium's gone.
The student section
Unacceptable.
was
Yeah, like the low part.
jarring,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, that's third season here, only 4 games in, but that's the first time I've seen that happen. It's like, and then
Well, everyone just thought the game was over at
I was
halftime.
about to say, like, come on, dog, the game wasn't over.
No, it's 21-3.
It's like you gotta stay into the fourth.
Sure.
Of course.
And even then, it was a 10-point game. and I blame it being a 10-point game on everyone leaving.
Mojo happens, man. Mojo works. Like you can't have it one way or the other. Like you can't say home field advantage matter, crowds matter, and then when they don't show up, you say it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like that's not the way that works.
Yep.
No, and if you left early, take a look in the mirror. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I will. I am big on a win is a win. Like we won this ball game, But I
And
also just look back at it and just see how much more we could have won by. You know, Salter was telling Michael Welch coming off the field, man, yeah, you were running with it out. Like, you know, they're going to peanut punch that. Like, you got to, when you're getting that close to the goal line, you got to wrap that thing. He could have fallen in at that point, you know.
Yeah.
You know, that's a touchdown right there.
And that would have erased all doubt in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's now over. Now they have nothing to try to even orchestrate or come back and do so.
You might get some juju action late in the game.
Well, at halftime, here's Coach Prime's talk at halftime was simply this. He said, guys, look at the guy next to you. Go out here in the third quarter so he can play. We want to get everybody in, but we never situationally were so dominant. You know, that's his word. We never got dominant enough where it's like, okay, hey, let's let somebody else play, you know, because we let them hang around. And that's my takeaway as we get ready to really go into conference play where every next game is a conference game. We got to clean up the finish part.
Yes.
Like we got to –
Domination is a habit.
It's a habit, and it has to continue even while you're dominating. You can't let up.
Yes.
And we had a couple of series where we let up or didn't execute right because we're over-celebrating because the game is, quote-unquote, over. And that's what allows opponents back in games.
100%.
But my biggest takeaway, though, bros, is what you saw tonight, we can literally do against anybody.
Facts.
Sorry.
My biggest takeaway is the waves are back.
Scotty. You got
we got to
unmute
him. Hold on. Alyssa has to do everything all at once. She can
Free
only
Scotty.
be in one place at a second. There he is.
Squad.
There
What's
he
up,
is.
family?
up,
What
dog?
you just said right there is, I think, maybe the coolest part about this game for me is what we saw tonight felt repeatable. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Especially offensively, right? Kaden was really decisive. He played really confidently tonight. And obviously the passing game and using his legs. I mean, a touchdown run at the end was what a lot of people have been waiting to see. You know what I'm saying? He
covered the spread, so he made a lot of friends.
That was a massive play. That was a massive play. And he talked about it. That touchdown there at the end got like the green team in, like the guys who don't usually see the field. Like his brother included, Kaden Salter got in the game late, got a couple of plays. So that was cool, man.
Late.
He really
looked
did.
serious.
Hell yeah. So that was dope.
What's your biggest
up,
takeaway?
Salt for sure. I mean, that boy balled out. I mean, that's what everybody has been wanting to see from him, from this quarterback position, since week one. And like I said, like that felt repeatable in terms of his deep field shots, getting multiple receivers of all, I think 9 different receivers, right, caught a pass tonight. JoJo deep, Sincere deep. Amarion Miller reminded people who the hell he was because a lot of people out there forgot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that was awesome to see. The run game wasn't really there tonight, but
they ran for 193 yards.
Exactly right. The Micah run was big. Kaden had 86 of them, I think, on the ground. Damn near 400 total yards from Kaden tonight. 390 plus yards. 4 touchdowns.
Would have been 400 if it wasn't for that silly 16-yard sack.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest takeaway. But that was, Coach Prime talked about it. You might have mentioned it, Unc, that, Coach Prime said he was happy with the results, but he was not happy with the way that the game finished, how the team finished, right? He said that he wishes this team had a little bit more of a killer instinct in them to really put teams away and have the dominant performances, especially in a matchup like this that they should have. But all things considered, that's the performance that this team really needed to have.
I agree with Coach Prime, but I'm a big believer in control what you can control.
Yeah.
What I can control is the fan base, and I blame the second half on the fans leaving the game.
That was crazy.
Unacceptable.
Dog. That was crazy.
I'm gonna bring it up again. Not okay.
She's daydreaming. I text you something, see if you got it.
But what else did we hear from Coach Prime in the presser?
Yeah, take us inside.
I'm curious to see what the vibe was after this game.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Prime was, pretty complimentary of Kaden, obviously, right? He was, that's the guy that we've been wanting to see. He said he played his butt off. He said he made it happen. The timing, especially obviously in the passing game, was impeccable, to use Coach Prime words. Like I said, he wasn't happy with the finish to this game, but everything else included, he was pretty excited. He literally goes, he was like, I talking about Pat Shermer tonight this day.
All the timeouts. He said, y'all know I left 3 timeouts out there, right?
For what it's worth, before you guys got here, we both gave
did.
Pat Shrimmer credit
we
for
did.
calling
Yeah.
a great game.
For sure.
Because
And
that's what we do. I'm just saying, credit where it's due.
yeah.
Criticism where it's due.
One of the things I just shook my head because Coach, like, he loves pushing buttons. He's like, y'all do know those are the same plays, right? Like, we didn't.
That's what I was going to go to.
Like,
That's what he said.
we didn't come up with Wyoming plays. Like, we literally called the same play.
It's not about-
They just got executed this time. Y'all don't want to talk about Pat? Y'all sure y'all don't want to talk about Pat?
Sometimes it's not necessarily about the plays you call; it's about when you call them.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. There's obviously a handful of kind of important injuries tonight, right?
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
Seat didn't return for the second half. Zyke Chrysler left the game early. Simeon left the game in a boot. DT was hurt, but, Coach Prime kind of addressed all of them at the top and said that he's not too concerned. He goes, they should all be cool. He doesn't expect a multi-week absence for any of them, which is maybe the best news out of coming out of this game, especially with Big C. There was a bit of a worry there. But, Coach Prime, like I said, he's pleased. This is the bounce back performance this team needed, but there's still a lot of meat left on the bone, and I think you can say that for all 3 phases, right? Defensively as well, they kind of broke down their late. Told y'all earlier in the week that boy Samuel Harris is gonna get a bag dropped on his head this
Hopefully
offseason.
from us.
He would look good in black and gold, bro.
Yes.
He would look good in black and gold, but.
I want to circle back on this before we move on, just to talk about Kaden Salter, because that is the number one thing that I will go to sleep tonight thinking about is
Didn't he get married this year?
Kaden. Yes. Why would I think about that? Kaden Salter had the night tonight that he needed to have to give everyone in this fan base belief and conviction about what they can be moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
The word that you used, Scotty, was decisiveness. When he took off, I saw him look, go.
Yes.
When he threw it deep, it was look, send it.
Yes.
Everything he did was decisive, and it felt like the guy that we were begging for against Georgia Tech, and maybe it was unfair to expect him to be that guy in his first game for the Buffs, his first game at the Power 5 level against a team like Georgia Tech. But I just remember thinking before this game, like even when we were at the tailgate tonight, I'm like, he hasn't had any opportunity to find a rhythm.
Nope.
Tonight he finally found his rhythm, and we saw what it can look like when he's in a rhythm. The teams will get tougher, though I don't think the Wyoming defense should be scoffed at. But that's what Kaden Salter in a rhythm looks like, and it's dangerous.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked to him. That's the clip I sent a listen. I don't know if did it go to you?
It's still say it's loading.
Okay. I talked to him walking off the field tonight just about the decision making. I asked him, like, when you decided to throw or decided to run, like that decision making made the difference, you know. And we chatted about, just the wake up call, which Coach Prime talked about, during the presser, the things he looks for in leadership and consistency. And I think that while there was some internal things, taking place, then you had Ryan Staub have the Delaware game,
Right.
And so it just added, like, okay, well, let's manufacture some adversity, as Shiloh would call it. And but when you look at what he did tonight, I'm with you, RK. Let me say this from the 30,000 foot view: there are going to always be moments, as there should be, where we are completely reminded how damn good Shedeur Sanders was.
Oh, yeah.
And because you miss it when you
I don't want
see
that
it.
reminder anymore, though. I know.
No, but it's gonna happen because
true.
he's that dude, right?
He was. I tried to tell everyone.
But
So
what
did
happens
everyone here.
now in this case, when you go back and you watch, say, the Liberty highlights, you see that Salter tonight.
100%.
Like he can do what he did at Liberty here, and it wasn't about, oh man, it was just Wyoming and their defense. No, he can do that against anybody left on our schedule.
Yes.
Like this wasn't a one offer just because of who the opponent was.
Yeah.
This is who he is as
no doubt.
a quarterback and a leader.
And I'm just so happy that he gets to go to bed tonight knowing, like, I can do this shit for this team.
And I think another cool thing, though, too, he and other guys on this team, a lot of other guys on this team are going to go to bed knowing that I left some plays out there still. There's still a lot more
No,
out
Micah's
there.
thinking about it right now.
Exactly right. Caden brought.
hands,
you
Micah,
got to know they
please.
coming. You got to know they coming. That run was electric, though.
It was.
But Kaden even mentioned, he was like, I got to be better in a couple of situations, like that deep ball that he had kind of underthrew earlier in the game to Sincere. Like, that's another potential massive play in this game that, again, those are plays, moments in the game. I think when he goes to sleep tonight or when he wakes up tomorrow, he's going to be like, there's still stuff out there for us in this offense, in this receiving core.
And I think Sincere will look at it and say, man, if I just stopped and got ran over, I'd be able to throw in the flag because they were throwing the flag on damn near every fucking thing. For
that
the first
should
half
be
of the
a
game.
weapon for this team this year.
Yeah.
Whether it's Omarion, JoJo, Sincere, throw it deep and at the very least draw a 15-yard pass.
Yeah, and our guys got to learn in that situation. So the first flag against DJ McKinney, right, because he didn't turn around and play the ball.
Right.
Whether you want to call that BS, whatever, that's the way they're going to call it. You got to understand when that happens to you. Make an effort for the ball and put them in a position where the ref has to call it.
Yes, exactly.
And so I think there's some little what Jason Phillips, wide receiver coach, would call it, technique they got to clean up for situation balls like that. But it puts you in a position, man, where you can go for 3rd and 15. You can go for 4th and 7.
Yes.
Because the odds of you getting the call against one of those,
No, for real,
it's extremely high. You're going to catch the ball or it's going to be PI. So you might as well chunk it up there.
we felt this way a lot last year. At least I did personally. Like, no down and distance was too far for Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter and for those offense. Like, I'm not all the way there yet, obviously, with this offense. They got a long way to go, but it does kind of feel like that because of what we're talking about here with like the pass interference opportunities, the deep vertical threats, the guys who are elite at going up and getting the football deep down the field.
And one of the things going to happen to us, Scotty, deep pockets, as we reach into those deep pockets of yours. Coach Prime tried it right before halftime. We just needed a few more yards.
Yeah,
this crowd has yet to see how far of a field goal Buck Buchanan can actually get.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to be situationally where a lot of folks are doing Hail Marys or just taking it in half, that we're going to be able to kick a 55, 58, 62-yarder.
Totally.
And that was trying to happen tonight, but it just didn't work out. But that's in our wheelhouse. Like, that's going to be something, just like getting that PI, like, no, we're in field goal range.
oh God.
What's Buck at on touchbacks?
I was
Jake's
keeping
got the
track
counter.
and I lost count because
I think it's like 17 of 18.
I think it's
He
more
got
than that.
Yeah, he got to 15 tonight for sure.
Yeah.
So it's probably right
Here's
around there.
a hilarious Buck Prime moment. So as we talked about in the presser, the green team got out there,
Yeah.
Right.
This is, I don't know if y'all grew up watching like the Christmas special where it was the land of misfit toys.
Of course.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there was like a Charlie in the box, a water gun that shoots jelly.
Yeah.
They were all good toys,
Yeah.
but just a little something wrong with them right
off,
there.
yeah.
So Coach Prime loves his green team because they don't get to get in there a lot. So as it's established, like, hey, we putting the green team in. Coach Prime walks over the books. He says, "You have got to kick this in the stands. Do not let this be the one that you do not kick."
I love it.
He low-key didn't even have to tell Buck that, though. That thing was going through the stands.
Yeah, but he went on to intensify, like, in this situation,
Let me leave no gray
You
area.
have
You
got
got
to
to get that dude.
At altitude, Buck's just messing around. Like, can I
too
make
easy.
it through the
For
goalposts?
yeah.
For sure.
And speaking of kicking, that damn Mate 2, man. Mate 2.0,
New
Temu Mate, Walmart Mate.
Bro,
He's
It's like,
that punt going left,
I'm calling him Rolls Royce, mate.
that had to have landed on like the 1 inch line.
It did.
It
The
was
one that
insane.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to find himself in CU record books. Like,
He just
before
might,
season's
bro.
end.
He's
Like,
different. Jeez.
it's
I don't know
sick,
too
Well,
much
he has
about.
2 years, by the way.
Facts. I don't know too much about the history of punters at this glorious university, but
We actually have a pretty good punter.
I believe that. But Buck Buchanan is going to get himself up
You
there.
mean Damon Graves?
Exactly.
Demon
Thank
Graves.
you. My
Demon
fault.
Graves.
A Sincere Brown, though.
Yeah.
29 yards a catch this season.
Let's go.
29 yards
That's
a catch.
got to be
on-
close to leading
What
the
about
country.
that one that was right there?
Yes. I think that's yes.
Man? It was right there.
Yes, that's another one again where there's a few missed opportunities out there that this team is going to get cleaned up in.
When honestly the mindset changing play of the game for me was
Give it to
Kaden
me.
to Sincere. Like when I saw him make that play, I'm like, all right, he's here. He's settled in.
Yep.
That is Kaden Salter at his absolute best. And we've talked about this a couple times over the last couple of weeks, but it's the Jordan Palmer quote about how the most successful play in football is
Yeah.
the broken play.
Oh yeah.
Most yards per catch, most yards per run is when everything breaks down and the quarterback breaks the pocket. And incredible job by Sincere to make eye contact with this guy and break up field. Incredible throw
Yeah.
by Kaden to hit him in stride and let him go be the absolute gazelle that he is and go to the crib. That's when I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Kaden settled in. He's finally found his rhythm.
Because that's a two-way street, right, with that skirmish drill. And skirmish drill wasn't sharp in week one. Like, there were a few misses where there could have been big plays that maybe changed that game where they just weren't on the same page for different receivers in the quarterback. But tonight, few different occasions, skirmish drill was a real weapon, and that should be for this team moving forward.
Yeah.
Their
And for
best
me,
weapon,
for me, RK, when I think about just, all right, what's the stamp? Although it may not have translated to this particular running back, not the the running yards are good. Don't get me wrong, but my God, did Salter have time to do whatever the hell he wants to do tonight?
The line
Yeah.
is great.
This
line is
offensive
good.
line, man, we got to start giving them the kind of praise and credit that we give the specialists.
I agree.
Because there's really no drop off.
I mean, see,
Did you hear
didn't
the-
play the second half, and there wasn't really
no. It's like
The only
this dude's
time-
standing back there baking the cake, man.
And the only time he was sacked was that first play or that play in the
Oh,
first
yeah.
half where he ran backwards
Yep.
like 10 yards.
Yeah.
That's the only sack.
Did you guys hear what PFF said about this offensive line last week?
Did not.
They said if you gave Shador Sanders this offensive line, they wouldn't have lost the game.
No, yeah, they got that from us.
It's just,
Why didn't they
No,
just
for
quote
real,
us?
though.
Because we've said on this show all offseason and going into the season that if Shador had this line, we're in the Big 12 championship and in the playoffs.
Yep.
Like, no doubt about it.
But I'm proud of those guys, man. They're blocking their asses off.
They really are, man. And it's like you said, seat went out. The stat book didn't show it.
Nope.
Everything was business as usual.
There were 4 different tackles who played for Colorado tonight, and there was no drop off.
None.
They
use
did
your
get a
phrase.
little too conservative once he went out, though.
Let's take a break.
I've got that video if you guys want to. Right?
Yeah, we'll hit
On the other side of the break.
on the other side. Shout out to our friends over at
You're good.
Toyota.
Truck's
Trucks have
getting
been
us home tonight.
facts. It is. It's super reliable getting us here as always too. Trucks have always been a part of Toyota's DNA, and that's why it is the perfect vehicle for Colorado. They've got the all-new 2025 Tacoma and the return of the iconic 2025 Land Cruiser. Those things look sharp, man. They also have 17 models with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, including the Epic 4Runner. They also have hybrid vehicles, if that's the way that you want to go as well. So SUVs, sports cars, everything. Toyota's got it all. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial. Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
To Taco Bell.
Oh, I'll be going there. You got it, Scotty?
No one
I
else
do
has
not
it?
know.
All right. Also, shout out to our friends over at Breckenridge Brewery.
You just had an aura about you that made me think you had it.
My fault, bro.
Shout out to
Sorry
Breck
to
Brew, man. They came and helped us out with the tailgate. Everyone was crushing some Breck Brews out there. How did the tailgate end up today?
I would say our best of the year.
Let's go.
Seemed that way when we were there.
Yeah, I think, across the board, just tailgate, podcast, football team, best of the year.
Let's go, man.
Crowd turnout.
Ralphie run.
Sure.
Yeah, everyone had their best game today.
You can try their new Ridge Runner. It's a West Coast style IPA, double dry hop brew inspired by the untamed beauty of Colorado's trails. Also has notes of bright citrus and pine. My favorite is the Mountain Beach Sour. It's we're almost into Vanilla Porter Jr. season.
Yeah,
Little crisp in the air, huh?
it is. It felt great tonight.
It did.
You can find all those beers when you use their beer locator.
Porter Jr. doesn't play for us anymore, so it's just a regular vanilla porter.
Oh, forgot about that. By going to the Breck Beer Locator at www.breckbrew.com or just come hang out with us at the DNVR bar. Shout out Breck Brew. What?
Nothing. I was going to say something that I
I gotta
realized I
get
should
by the
not
bar,
say.
man.
Come back again,
Pull
bro.
up.
By the way, shout out to everyone who came to the tailgate.
Hell yeah.
You guys have no idea what it means to just talk to everyone
I
and
know.
the cool things that you guys say about listening to our show and all of that. And then I go into section 108 and there's 6 people around my seats who are all big fans and we high five after every touchdown. It's just the best. So we love you
Someone
guys.
tomorrow is going to still say, Arcade didn't speak to me. He's an asshole.
The guy snubbed me.
I try so hard. I really want to talk to everyone.
All right. We're still handing out flowers.
Sure.
Or do you have that video?
Flowers?
Okay, here's
What are we watching?
Me and Salt were just walking off the field together. Hey, Salt. So how'd that feel?
Felt amazing, just being able to bounce back, Went through adversity and I came back and bounced back. Had to come back and show everybody what I was about, play harder. I'm going to keep going, keep moving forward.
Looked like when it was time to run, you didn't mind running. When it was time to throw, you didn't mind throwing.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's my natural talent. And I've been lacking at it, and now I'm back. Just got to keep on going, keep on trusting the process, and keep on doing what I can do at the highest level.
Great game, brother. Way to bounce back.
Appreciate it. Okay.
he's back.
You heard him.
Let's go,
I
man.
had to remind everyone who I am.
Yeah.
That's why, Uncle, what you do is so awesome, because the way players talk to you and the way they talk to us in the media and those pressures in those rooms is just a little bit different. And Kaden is obviously a little bit more open with you there, and I just love that, right?
Well, I'll fist bump you on that, and I'll give Coach Prime a shout-out for it because he says, hey, my staff, this was back at Jack State, my staff and my players, they got to be able to trust you, and the only way they're going to trust you is you got to be around.
For sure.
And that includes the 5:30 a.m. meetings because they got to see you doing what they're doing before they just open up to you, and that was his blueprint. So Salt is a good guy, man. A lot of those guys, as you said, they're not necessarily themselves because they're guarded in front of the main press pool.
Right.
But when they're talking to somebody in the building, they'll own up to it. Like he had to go through that adversity.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't fun for him.
I know.
Sure.
And
Opposite.
Yeah.
He was asked about it, in the presser afterwards, and he was like, "What? How was the last couple week or so been for you?" And Salt was just like, last week was rough, not being out there, but he obviously answered everything the right way. He was like, when I got back on the field, I wanted to be the best version of myself for this team. And, he talked about it's about consistency, using that Coach Prime buzzword. Tonight was cool, but I got to keep doing it. And I love that he knows that because it's the damn truth.
Of course, there's 8 games left.
100%. And
He
it's only going to get more difficult from here in terms of opponents.
And this is one of those things, another example, Jake, when I say I like pizza, somebody's going to tweet needless that he hates chicken.
Right.
This is not weird.
We love it all.
So when I say somebody grew up, that doesn't mean that they hadn't already grown up before.
Yeah.
But Salter certainly grew from this process, learned a lot about himself, put his confidence in himself on display tonight.
Sure did.
And I think that the team grew up watching him grow up.
Definitely.
Like, damn, if that dude can go through those past 10 days and come out and do this, what the hell is my excuse? Like, let me help him ball out. And he and his teammates were even happy. Like, man, do you realize our style of play tonight got my brother in the game?
Exactly.
And he made a play because of what we were able to do. Like, just think how we can do that every week going out. So I love the way they've turned the corner. I love the way, shout out to Shiloh, the manufactured adversity works, and now we just got to keep stacking it. But, Scotty, you weren't in the room yet, but here's what I said when I first walked into them. I didn't see anything tonight that we can't do against everybody that's left on the schedule. This was not a one-off, or this was not a fluke. This is who we are.
Well, and going back to that point, I think we've gone too far in this show without giving a hat tip to the run defense.
Yeah. Shout out. Go ahead.
There's a 50-yard run in there that really skews the numbers.
Yes.
And I'm not going to remove it because, honestly, even with that 50-yard run in there, it's still 41 carries at 4 yards per carry for 165 yards. You can live with that. Now, you'd like to get that lower, but it is lower if you take out that 50-yard run.
Yeah.
And those things are going to happen. There's going to be one. Outside of the 50-yard run, there's a 6-yard run, an 11-yard run, a 6-yard run, a 7-yard run. They did a really good job of minimizing the big gashes and forcing Wyoming into passing situations, and their quarterback went 11 for 25.
I laugh, Ryan, because I am so with you that I may go to bed tonight even thinking about Salter. But in this run defense
I would say,
situation,
isn't he married? But he's not.
in this run defense situation, married to the game, in this run defense situation, so I'm doing the walk and talk with Coach Prime at halftime, and I say to him, other than that 52-yard run, we held them to 0 yards rushing. He says, see, but you started the sentence with other than that. That erases everything.
Yeah.
Like we just can't have it. And I'm trying to get him to celebrate like the progress, but of course the gold jacket standard in our head coach, Coach Prime. I get it. But like RK said, even with that stat in there, those boys up front play ball tonight, man.
No doubt.
I think Coach Prime said it perfectly, and I had never heard this before, but it's kind of genius. And if the defense can just take on this mantra, I think they'll be really good. None cheap, none deep.
None deep. Yep, that's his motto.
None cheap in the run, none deep in the passing game. If you can just eliminate that,
Make them work.
Make them drive the length of. Make them put together a 10-play, 75-yard drive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think
That touchdown that Carter rotated over a little late.
Yep.
I mean, that was
exactly.
deep.
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
double
52-yard run,
Cheap.
It's
Exactly.
like, and you take those out of the game and take away Micah, wrap up, which he typically
Yes.
does. Man, this is what?
A 44
50 to 10?
Yeah, right.
I mean, and Wyoming also had a few drives extended in the first half because of
Bro. Four third down penalties by
Yes.
Colorado gave
Yeah.
Wyoming a first down.
Yes.
Only maybe 2 of them were legit.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Only 2 of them were legit.
maybe.
Completely
maybe
agree.
2.
But that was another good thing
I
too
didn't
about
have
this defense.
replays.
On third down in particular, Wyoming was 0 for 5 their first 5 third downs of the game. Again, really only extended because of Colorado defensive penalties. But third down and red zone is really where this defense was elite last year. And if they can get back to some semblance of that,
I would say this to you, Scotty D.
gonna be
Pockets.
dope.
Love to get the 3 of y'all's thoughts on it. Whereas that 37-20 is not indicative of how it really flowed. When I look at, common and like opponents, and I got to see Utah play again today, we certainly played them better than Utah played them.
I would have to agree with that. No doubt.
And that certainly has to give you some kind of confidence going into conference play, is that we've seen them go against this team, Wyoming, going against one of the best in our conference, and we outperformed them.
Well, look, here's the reality of the situation. Georgia Tech's a top 25 team. They're a really good team. And ACC
And they got a
contenders.
quarterback that's a Heisman
I would say
guy.
top 20, yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
exactly.
probably be top 15 by Monday.
Totally. Delaware took it to FIU today. Beat them by like 22 points or something.
And they beat UConn last weekend.
Exactly. I tried to tell you guys Houston would be a lot better this year.
Yeah,
Here he goes again.
Houston is not last year's Houston. Just like, hey, and thank God, like we're dodging. But
What'd they do
Texas
today?
Tech ain't last year's Texas Tech either.
I don't think Houston played today, actually.
Yeah, I think that was their bye week.
Okay.
But yeah, and as you said, Wyoming hung in there against against Utah, and it took some, really some game-breaking plays, some just insane
By the way,
plays from Utah.
Kaden Salter looked a lot better against Wyoming than Devin Dampier did against
He
Wyoming.
can throw the football forward.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. I mean, I just gotta. I
Did you
gotta
watch your boy today?
You gonna put that on me now?
That's your boy.
Oh, that's his
All right,
boy.
huh?
Okay, all right. I guess that's my guy now.
Someone
Okay.
came up to me to tell you this, and I went up to Jake. I said, "Your boy looked like trash." today."
Good,
He said, That's
good.
not my boy.
Oh, no,
Like, since when
we
is
ain't
that
letting you
not
jump
your
off that
boy, bro? You're just
bandwagon,
off-
yeah.
When has he been my boy?
Are we serious?
He's been the Dampier guy.
Wait, you pointing at me?
You can't be for real right now, bro. I'm not getting
Both
off
of
it.
y'all.
That was my guy, and that still is my guy.
Both of
I'm not
y'all.
moving off him. This
Both
was,
of y'all.
Real spiel with me real quickly. This was definitely the best defense Devin Dampier's ever faced in his life.
Yeah, he
Texas
did.
Tech's
He
defense.
didn't.
Texas Tech is
I,
for real.
And I
For
said
real,
that
for real.
a lot this offseason. Like, that's the best defense in the conference, Texas Tech. And they certainly showed it. They got playmakers, like difference makers at all 3 levels of that defense.
Caden Salter's a much better passer of the football than he is.
No doubt.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's more experienced. You know what I'm saying? He's just a better football player in the year 2025, no doubt. But BYU obviously is next week. Another thing that gives me optimism about that, BYU has played Portland State, Stanford, East Carolina. Colorado is going to be the best team they have
Off
played.
this week?
No, they beat East Carolina today,
What was the final score?
34-13.
They were struggling early, right?
I'm not sure.
They
I
look
wasn't
out of
watching
rhythm.
that
Yeah,
much.
I've watched part of it.
But
I
Quarterback's
became a
number
yawn fest.
47.
Yeah, it was 13-3 at halftime. BYU is up. So
We're not losing to someone with a quarterback at 47 at home. It's not happening.
Can we do more helmet stickers and stuff? Because we haven't mentioned this guy's name, but shout out to Arden Walker, man.
hell yeah.
Who picked him as
Massive.
defensive player?
A ball knower.
Who picked Caden Salter as their offensive player?
A ball knower.
A bell knower.
shout
But one more performance and Caden's gonna be off the list. Okay,
out, he should be off the list from now on.
he really should.
No.
Probably.
But he couldn't want to pick him.
But shout out to Arden Walker, man.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
1.5 sacks. He led the team in tackles. He had a clutch PBU.
Safety. He had a safety.
And the safety, of course, as well. So He finally balled out. I mean, the team had 6 tackles for a loss tonight. London Merritt had one. That was a big one early in the game. And it was back-to-back because Tawfiq Bayard had one to play before that. And then, unfortunately, Preston gets called for a DPI on the 3rd down and just completely wipes out all of that momentum.
Calls there. Y'all remember we had Hilo on, and I
fine.
talked to him about how often he's yelling London's name in practice. And it's not like a bad thing. It's a I believe in you encouragement thing. And that's the London Merit you saw tonight. Hilo's a coach.
Yeah.
Nah,
Hell
he's a
yeah,
coach.
is.
He's pissed off, too.
He's
He
your favorite
fired me up
coach's
last
favorite
night.
coach. That's what he is.
Let me keep the moving with helmet sticker or somebody that I don't think any of us expected the name to be saying after this game, but Terrell Timmons Jr. just deserves a shout out, man.
Yeah, he does.
He deserves a shout out, man. We haven't seen a lot of him this year, but he was thrown in there and he made the most of his opportunities and he brought some juice, and that was good to see 8-2 out there.
Yeah, he told me during fall camp. No, this is a little before camp because we were doing the media training for Big 12 Media Day.
Okay.
And he knew what was going on. And he came up to me and he said, look, I need to sign up for media training. And I said, well, this is for like the media day. He said, no. I'm going to have a breakout game this year, and I'm going to have a press conference post game. So I need to be ready for it.
Love it, man.
And we was out there tonight. I was like, he might get selected tonight.
No, for real.
The one that they ruled was incomplete. I think had that been a completion, that would have been enough to get him to the
I
podium.
thought it was a
tonight.
catch too. We thought it was a catch.
Yeah.
out to him.
I'd like to give a helmet sticker to Reggie Hughes, friend of the program.
Friend of the program.
Heavily criticized after
Yes.
last week.
Yep.
The entire linebacker core was. And tonight they were in the right place at the right time. They filled their gaps properly. There was a couple misses here and there, but for the most part, I thought they did a great job. And when you guys talk about translatable things from tonight, I really felt like the defense turned a corner in their ability to defend the run and
I
be in the
hope
right
so.
place at the right time. And I think that's
Gotcha.
translatable moving
I mean,
forward.
yeah, you have to.
Because BYU might have one of the best, arguably the best running back in the conference. Last I checked, before today's game, LJ Martin was averaging like 9 yards a carry.
Their
on
quarterback
like 20
is
plus
number
attempts.
47.
And he runs like a number 47. Like, that's a running back playing quarterback for sure. So they're going to have to bring a hard hat. Reggie Hughes, French, all them boys again next week.
I think they're up for it. I think they want to bring
too.
their hard hat.
Hell yeah.
God.
Quentin Gibson,
Yes.
helmet sticker.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, he's going to break
Tweeted
one.
during the
Man.
game. Only matter of time.
He's going to break one.
112 return yards tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
28 yards a return.
There was two of them that were very close.
I do think situationally, you talk about like technique, increasing the football IQ and awareness.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple tonight that we did a fair catch on that we should have advanced the ball.
Yeah.
You know, but overall,
That last one had to be coaching, they told him.
Yeah,
because
because
like no one 20 yards near him.
He
it's
caught it on
because
the
he-
20, and he only, he only gained 5 yards by fair catching it. He would have at least gotten 10.
Because he had a kickoff return, I think it was to start the second half or something, where he took it like it was 7 or 8 yards deep, and he took
Yeah.
it out, only got to the 15.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was told something after that.
Yeah,
No, I
I'm
think
sure
it was-
he got a lecture.
I think it was situational on that one where they're just like, we don't want to fumble it or anything like that.
that makes sense.
He's going to break one, man. Like he is.
Totally.
Coach Prime said in the presser, like
He
he
did.
is.
He said one block,
guy
yep.
from doing his job because he's doing his job.
Oh, yes.
But somebody
And-
else
and
is
then
letting
some.
up, and that's the person that's getting his ankle. You know.
Do you know the amount of courage it takes to run into those returns at full speed?
You have
At
to be
his
sick in the head.
size,
Yes.
at that.
He gives no
No,
fucks.
and that's what I noticed week one from him too in Georgia Tech. Like, that boy is not afraid of the smoke. That boy
No.
is not afraid of taking a hit. He gonna get up talking his mess actually if he takes a hit. That's what he's gonna do.
I mean, I was watching the Broncos game last week, and I was just so frustrated about the hesitation on kick returns. You put that
Hit
ball
it.
in 15's hands.
Hit it.
He says, I'm taking this lane, and I'm going to sell out for this lane. I'm going to run it at full speed
Hell yeah.
and see what happens.
Man, we got some talent on this team. I was just sitting here thinking, when you look at Q for 6, Harge, Draylon, like all these guys tonight were just one away from breaking some wide damn open. You know, and that's gonna at some point that's gonna come. That's gonna hit.
Definitely. What y'all think Sidarian Morgan thought about
Oh man,
performance
bro,
tonight.
The photo that only you got sent, apparently of Coach Prime just like embracing him almost, and you brought it up the point. I think that's the first time he's been here, which he's been here 3 times now since he really appeared on the radar. I think this is the first time he's been here where he got
Coach
to meet
Prime.
Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And man, the way he like walks around and talks to some of the people around here,
He fits in.
he does.
Looks like he
Feels
fits.
comfortable.
Yeah, for real,
You
for
see
real.
the picture?
Of
At the wall.
Yeah.
oh yes,
Okay.
hell yeah,
The wall?
Let's
Yeah.
go, man.
The wall.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that, Unc?
We coming. Like, you know.
That's
Hey.
it.
We had our guy. Who's our guy? The defensive lineman. The Alabama kid who was here also.
Oh, yeah.
Ruffin?
Elijah? Right?
Yes.
Ruffin?
Emmanuel Ruffin, I
Emmanuel
think.
Ruffin, yeah.
Yeah, he was hanging around too. I mean,
Joseph-
recruits looked like Joseph was
Joseph
here.
Pecco was here. Josiah Manu,
Or, yeah.
a commit, was here.
Yep.
In state.
Sedarian. Stop playing, bro.
I mean, come on,
See
bro.
you soon.
We see what's going on
you
in Alabama
soon.
too.
For real.
Is that what CD Lamb's given name is?
CD?
Yeah.
Or Sedarian? I don't know.
That's what I was like,
Google.
CD Morgan would go crazy.
Anything else before we get to super chats? Sedarian is his. Sedarian Dalee.
God, I know Bell.
Ready?
Let's get it.
Oh, touchdown tracker. We had how many touchdowns did we have today? Caden had 4 himself.
5 tugs.
We had 5 touchdowns
a
today.
safety.
That is $5,000 that Taco Bell will be donating to the CU scholarship.
Golden
They're gonna
Buffalo
make
Scholarship
that
Fund.
much tonight when y'all go through the drive-through.
Facts.
Hey, this it's 1.5 people watching the show live right now at 1:19 a.m.
Shout out
love
to
you
y'all,
guys.
man.
3:19 a.m.
I was gonna
Eastern
say-
time.
There's absolutely people who are watching this at
Yes.
3:19.
Shout
their
out
time.
to all of y'all watching right
What
now.
is the total of the touchdown tracker now, Alyssa?
14 with all the touchdowns, 24 total with the 7 that he put in.
14 touchdowns total, $24,000 total donated to the Golden Buffalo Scholarship Fund. Shout out
From
Taco
Taco
Bell,
Bell.
man.
Shout out Taco Bell.
Live Moss.
Legends.
We're getting close to that Diablo. Close to that
Sooner than later.
Diablo.
Turn it up.
What was y'all favorite touchdown of the night? Ask Paisley Jones in
Oh,
the chat.
by far.
Omarion.
Yes.
I love that we have different answers because mine was
Mine
JoJo.
Mine was sincere.
Mine was JoJo. That was nasty.
I really should say sincere because that was a season-changing touchdown for me. Just if Kaden Salter can make that play on a week-to-week basis, they're going to score that touchdown on a week-to-week basis.
Yep.
That's when he's
And,
deadly.
and it almost happened twice.
When he has a two-way go, is he gonna launch this thing down the field or is he gonna take off?
An unbelievable
either
job. I mean, I'm sure you guys saw it, but like Sincere's running parallel to the line of scrimmage, and then he sees the green grass in front of him and just
gets
peels
upfield.
up.
Yep.
And there's no one there to stop him, and Caden just feathered that thing in there.
Dot. He was so accurate tonight. That was awesome to see, man.
He really was. I mean, he was dropping the arm angle and
Oh, yeah.
everything and,
Oh, yeah.
and hitting guys in the chest. I mean, he even had a great throw to Draylon that was dropped. Unfortunately, I think
the
that's 4
sideline.
drops in 4 games for Draylon.
Yeah.
But even that one, I mean, he drops the arm angle, throws it over there right in the chest.
Dot.
He was dialed tonight.
It was.
Shout out to all the real ones in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all.
Squad.
All right. First up,
Hit the like.
Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button.
How many super chats we got?
12.
Oh,
12.
everyone's
go.
not mad tonight.
Cam M with the super
Have these
chat.
been screened?
Cam M with the super chat. Just looking at tonight, this is the right recipe by Shermer. Put Salt and wide receivers in position to make plays. Then our running backs are capable to add balance. Facts.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Cam. Day tripping with the super chat. We need a defense to be better on third down. Colorado,
I think they ended up 5 of 12. Wyoming.
5 of 10. Wyoming.
5
I'm
of
sorry,
10
5 of
with-
13.
5 of 13 with 4 penalty aided
Yeah.
conversions. So
Yeah.
those, what
Oh,
are those,
yeah,
how do
totally.
those work? Do those count as conversions?
No,
I don't know, actually.
they don't. I was looking earlier. Like
Automatic
I said,
first downs, though.
for sure, but I don't think they're not
They don't
counted as
count
like
as
Oh,
conversions.
conversions. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
yeah.
like it wouldn't be counted as like a completion on pass
Yeah.
interference or whatever.
All right, next. We got Trayton. He says, this loss would be a lot worse if it I
Loss. Must be a Wyoming
He
fan.
must be a Wyoming fan. This loss would be a lot worse if I didn't like you guys, but GG's, and can someone make sure Jay Salvell gets stuck in Boulder tonight?
Wow,
Damn.
let's
Damn, that's our coach.
Is that a common? A super chat from the ops? I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Shout out to the super chat from the other side.
Shout out to you, man.
No, I
Let's
think
go.
this is our guy Trey. Trey's a Broncos fan too.
I did hate on Wyoming a little bit tonight, saying they're no different than CSU, but
that was kind of a hilarious tweet, though. I enjoyed that.
we do have that in common, us and Wyoming. We hate CSU, so go beat them later.
Eugene,
tough night for CSU.
Yeah, bummer.
Actually, I felt like they should be happy about that. I thought they were going to get blown out.
Can I read this tweet out loud? What happened to CSU tonight?
You tweeted about it?
No.
Oh.
From the homies at Sickos Committee. Colorado State kicked a PAT to tie the game.
Yep.
UTSA went offside on the successful PAT.
Oh, no.
CSU accepted the penalty, which took the tying point off the board.
Oh, no.
CSU goes for 2 for the win from the 1. They call a shotgun rollout pass, which goes out of bounds. The onside kick goes out of bounds. Game over.
Brutal way to lose. Could you imagine? That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Could you imagine?
Honestly, and they didn't do it wrong, right? You get the offsides, you get it to the 1 yard line.
That's what we were talking about in the presser.
If you tell any coach before the game you have to get 1 yard to win the game,
yeah, exactly. At home,
but they ran a sprint out.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yep.
The worst call. That's my least favorite call.
I hate that.
Eliminate it from all playbooks.
Eugene Burns with the $4.99 super chat. 2 of them. One comment though says it didn't look like Salt lost his confidence. Looked like he took on the challenge. Facts.
I said this at the beginning of the show, Unc, but I asked you yesterday. Do you think Coach Prime's tactics with Kaden are working? You said no. I think they worked.
ED. Yep.
He did not look hesitant tonight whatsoever.
He didn't.
He really looked like a guy who, whatever happened over the last 2 weeks, it set in with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Big Tolls with the super chat. What's good, fellas? Offense was encouraging heading into conference play, but defense needs to clean it up. Having 20 dropped on you wasn't a good look. We kind of talked about that.
Dropped on you just doesn't sit right with me. They didn't have 20 dropped.
I don't know if we were watching the same game.
Yeah.
Coach Prime is hilarious, bro. Somebody asked him about the defense after the game, and he was like, "Oh, it's the defense now. Last week it was the offense. Now you announced the defense." That man be having me rolling,
Coach
dude.
is hilarious, man.
I got to get in there.
Come by on Tuesday. We
I have 2 shows
You know
I have
what?
to do.
We need to. I'm not gonna say this. Never mind. Tom Carlson with the super chat. Colorado football nirvana. Nebraska takes their usual L versus a ranked team. 28 straight now.
28 straight losses to ranked teams from the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys. Great work.
CSU plays dress up as a D1 program. Ralphie storms the field twice, and the Buffs win big. Bring on BYU. #SCO. Thank you, Tom.
Shout out
Ralphie
Ralphie
was
7, dude.
Hell
I'm sure
yeah,
y'all
man.
talked about it before.
Of course.
But shout out to her.
She changed everything.
Shout out to Ralphie 6,
Ralphie 6, one
who
of
made
us.
it possible
Totally.
for Ralphie 7 to be
Yes.
here.
Yep.
As I said to many people tonight, most relatable Ralphie in history.
Of course.
No one likes
Indifferent
running.
Right, indifferent to running.
Indifferent to running is putting it kindly for how I feel about it.
Eric Jones with the super chat. He says safeties need to trigger instead of waiting for RBs. Why wasn't Ben on the field?
I don't know. Great question. I don't know.
That was interesting.
I mean, I think the easy answer is that Tawfiq made his first start tonight, and
yeah, but
and Carter was the other
But
safety.
still, like rotationally, you thought you would have seen him
Yeah,
or something.
they
But I
were-
would tell you this: like one thing about Ben when he's not in the game, it's almost like Face Rang told us on the show about his leadership.
His
Like
voice.
you
You
hear Ben.
Right. Right.
Like he is
love
always engaged.
Not sitting over there sulking about
Oh
not
no,
playing.
no, he's bouncing like on his tiptoes, wanting to go in, paying attention, encouraging, cracking jokes when they need to be cracked. Like you are so aware of his presence when he's out of the game. You feel like he's in the game, like because he's never not a part of it.
That's a teammate.
Yeah, it is.
shout out to Ben, man. But yeah, it was odd. They have rotated safeties every game, but this game it seemed.
And you heard Coach during the presser talk about the opportunity to get some guys in, but
Yep.
you know, some of the best moments, my camera is like not known because you never know he's going to go into a prime moment. So he's just stalking the sideline, and I see him looking out the corner of his eye at some of the linemen on the bench just chit chat. Manufactured diversity time. Oh, Y'all don't want to go in the game. We were just talking about putting one of y'all in, but y'all over there just laughing, playing, having a great time. They all stood up. He said, no.
Nah, sit down. You
Sit
good?
down. No. We good. Y'all don't want to play? He just walked off. Nobody sat down the rest of the game.
Facts. Because he did mention in the presser, he was like, there was a little too much smiling and
chit-chat,
laughing going on at some point.
Oh, they were over there chilling. They were over there chilling now.
Yeah.
But they were chilling like the guys who normally chill.
Right.
He was like,
Students
"That's
were
so
already at
funny."
a
Oh, y'all don't want to
party
win?
on the hill.
They jumped up. He's like, oh, no. Sit down. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dog. We're going to fix it.
Don Peasy with the super chat. He says, Flowers to Salt in the backup O-line. Coming back from a benching is hard, but he did that. Dominating without Seaton's eye is hard, but they did that too. Facts.
That's great, Don Peasy.
Yeah.
Don Peasy's a legend.
Peasy.
That safety changed everything, by the way. Things are
Low
getting
key.
a little tight.
We got a $1.99 super chat from Aaron Brackle. Appreciate you,
Shout out
homie.
to him.
Squad.
He has another one, actually, and he has a note this time. It says, Touchbuck had a kickoff through the
he did.
goalpost today.
He
Did he
did.
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
You got to watch the fans whenever he kicks off because behind the end zone, they'll let you know
Let's
when
go.
he puts
That's
the
gotta
Gotta
Easy
count his
now.
3. 2 or
should.
something.
Dude is unreal, man.
You know, in the CFL, if you kick a field goal, even if it doesn't go through the uprights, if it goes through the back of the end zone, it's worth 1 point.
Really?
God bless the CFL.
See, I'd be down for that
Keeping it
adjustment here.
Spicy.
1 point. Add 1.
No thanks.
Don
Our game is
Peasy.
perfect.
Don Peasy again says, that said, I pray they can keep the foot on the gas from here on out. Also, throw it up to the 6'5" burner with Bunny, Sincere Brown.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
Facts.
Don't forget about 4, though.
Totally. Another one from Don Peasy says, Ralphie 6 slouch, so Ralphie 7 could run LFG.
I talked to some people who worked for a weed brand tonight,
Interesting.
and they were
Tell me
like,
more.
"We're gonna make an official product in honor of Ralphie 6. He's one of us."
Let's go. That's it for Super Chats. Final words. Anyone?
Final words, man. I feel so much better about this football team. 8 days removed from where we were last year or last week. That was a real performance tonight, and you can write it off as it's just Wyoming, but Wyoming gave Utah some real problems just 1 week ago. And so as much as you have to take it up to another level going into Big 12 play next week, I feel a lot better about this team. And Kaden Salter is that guy. He showed tonight. He found his rhythm tonight. He is the guy to lead this football team to wherever they're going. So I feel great about that. And also shout out to my people in Section 108. Got a great crew around me, man. I love it. I had a blast with them tonight. So can't wait for the rest of the season.
Unc?
Yeah, we got a quarterback. And when you have a quarterback, you have more than a chance in this conference because this is not a conference year where you just have outstanding, oh my God, across the board quarterback play. So you got you a damn good quarterback. You got more than a puncher's chance to stand the fight and win it. And I think Salter has proven that he's that guy, not only to himself, to this staff, to his teammates, but to the fan base as well. You know, the mojo matters, man. You got to have people, believing in you. And I think he reestablished, reinvigorated, and even brought on some new believers with his performance tonight. And I'm like Arcade's point about Wyoming. I know we're about to go into just straight conference play now, but this Wyoming team, from a defensive standpoint, particularly what you saw the first 2 quarters before they had to try to do gimmicky things to come back, everybody we're going to play got 45-pound weights in their weight room too.
Yep.
Like you didn't see anything different that you're going to see from BYU or somebody else on down the road. So I think from an internal confidence standpoint, when you start looking at like opponents and what they did, okay, so Georgia Tech beat us, right? And we were all down and pissed about it. And then when you saw what Georgia Tech was doing to everybody else, you're like, okay, it wasn't that bad. Like we were in that thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening with this game when you look at who Wyoming has played and how Utah's performing. We got a team that if we play like we played tonight, can still accomplish what Coach Prime set forth, which is get to Dallas December 7th for the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I mean,
Scotty?
momentum is a real thing in football, and this team has some of it now. Confidence is a real tangible thing in football, and this team, especially at the quarterback position, has a lot of it right now. And I like to look at football simply at all levels. Like, you got to have the guy, the head man, it's got to be somebody like Coach Prime, you know what I'm saying, who you can trust and who the fan base, the team, the whole locker room believes in. You got to have a quarterback who you can say the same things about. And there's still a lot of work to do with this offense and with this team. But tonight, there were a lot of encouraging signs at a time where the fan base needed to see some encouraging times as we head into fully Big 12. Yeah, there's a lot to clean up, but I'm excited to see how this team moves on from this, right, and builds off of this moving forward.
Totally. I thought this was like a turning point game. It could have gone either direction for this team, depending on how the game went.
Definitely.
And it ended up in, probably the most ideal outcome that it possibly could have. Caden balled. You got the receivers involved. You almost rushed for 200 yards. You win by 17. You cover. New Ralphie. So I just hope this team continues to ride this momentum, man. I mean, if you win on Saturday against BYU, I think everything's still on the table, and we can start to, talk about dreaming big again and all that stuff. The goals that we had for this team before the season even started. So
I'm already excited for next Saturday.
yeah, man, bring it on.
Another night game at home. I mean, just I love the schedule, man. Just think everything we've been through these first couple of weeks. If we were going on the road to BYU, like it's perfect that this is a home game for us.
Totally, man.
Turn up.
All right,
And don't leave early.
Don't leave, man. Sit your ass in the seat.
Chat, thank you. We appreciate you. Hit the like button on your way out. We'll be back. We'll talk a little bit on Monday again, so you have that to look forward to. Till then.
Shout out to
Go
Ralphie
Buffs.
6. I miss you, Ember.
Go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.